So it's Thanksgiving morning, and what better place to start than pumpkin pie. I'm currently making a recipe that a coworker of mine shared with me, and it's his wife's recipe. I'm really excited to make it. I've already made the crust the other day, as you saw. His wife actually gave me some pureed pumpkin that she carved herself, and she was actually doing a little bit of an experiment between like the little pie pumpkins that you buy and like the carving pumpkins, and they're both the same. So she had some of it left over from her experiment and she shared it with me. So I'm really excited about that. So I got a ton of stuff to make. I've got wild mushroom stuffing, the pumpkin pie, the ultimate green bean casserole from Williams-Sonoma, and then the Beecher's World's Best Mac and Cheese recipe. And those I can link down below if you're interested for next year's Thanksgiving. And obviously you're gonna see what those look like. By the time you're watching this, it's probably the day after Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to today. My sister's over, my brother-in-law, my parents are gonna come over, my in-laws are coming over. Yeah, we've got lots of yummy food, lots of family coming over. This is one of my favorite holidays. Yesterday, my sister came over and we were at my mom's house and we were having a ton of fun with the kids. And I'm gonna insert a clip of like a race that we were having. Go! 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 ¿Qué pasó? Uno, dos, tres. You know your grandma was in track.
Guess what? She can't run now. I'm faster than her.
No. Uno, dos, tres.
¡Abuela ganó!
Uno, dos, tres. Yay! High five. Ready, set, go. It was fun. It was just fun family time. And this is what this holiday is all about. And I'm thankful and grateful for my family. All right, so I will catch you guys later because I have so much cooking to do and I really can't fall behind. So as I mentioned in my preparing for Thanksgiving video that I did previously, I brine my turkey in buttermilk, but I do add some water to a pot just so that I can dissolve the brine that I had purchased from Williams-Sonoma. The butcher usually gives me the turkey in a bag, and I use that bag to lay it on my counter just to keep everything clean and make cleanup easier. Here I am just washing the turkey and rinsing it well before I get it ready to put into the brining solution with the buttermilk. So as you can see, the turkey never touches the counter. I do wipe obviously afterwards, but it's easier to keep it clean. I just put a couple of ice in there so that it cools down and it's not too hot for when I pour in the brine. First, I add 2 quarts of buttermilk to the brine with water. I mix it well. And then I will add the additional 2 quarts of buttermilk once the turkey is in the brining bag. And I've already added the one that I mixed with the brining mixture. I put the turkey in breast side down. I'm going to go ahead and pour in that brine. And then I'm going to add 2 additional quarts just to fully cover the turkey. You want to make sure that you try to get as much air out and then close the bag. And then you put it away in the refrigerator for 24 hours. Obviously I took the bird out. I washed it under the sink to get like the brine off of it. I rinsed it on the inside and on the outside, and it's been sitting on the counter for about an hour to get to room temperature before I put it in the oven. And now I've made some herb butter. There's a little bit of the brine in there, just a teeny bit, mostly the herbs, and I got the salt out of it and then just a little bit of salt on it. And there's sage, fresh sage and fresh thyme in here, and it's just unsalted butter. So I made that mixture, and I'm gonna put that on the inside of the turkey, and on the outside I'm gonna put the glaze. I'll show you how I do that. Just rub it and leave it on the skin. You have to separate the skin. If you've never made a turkey before, you first you have to like put your hand in there and separate the skin because it'll be attached. And I put that all over the breast and all over the thighs. It's a messy job for sure, but it's so worth it. And you do have to be careful that you don't tear. And then I'll also put a little bit, whatever's left on my hand, on the outside. So the first 30 minutes, it's gonna be down, and I'm gonna lower, and it's gonna be cooking at 400. Then I'm gonna flip it and finish roasting it at 325 degrees for, depending on how many pounds. This is a 12-pound turkey, so it's about 2.5 hours. I don't stuff the turkey because it's brined, and they don't recommend that you do that, just stuff that I've read. But what I do is I make like a little bunch of herbs, just thyme and sage, and then sometimes I'll use rosemary, but this time I didn't get rosemary, with some onions, and I just stuff it in here. And then I'm just gonna sprinkle some salt and pepper over it after I wash my hands. So I already went ahead and flipped the turkey, and now we're going to roast it for another 2 hours. So I have the turkey in the oven already. All of the food is done, and it just has an aluminum foil, and I'm waiting to put it in the oven when people start getting here, so it's nice and warm. I actually timed it really well, and I have plenty of time to do my hair, to do my makeup, and to look presentable before everybody starts arriving. I haven't been running around like a chicken with my head cut off like I usually am, and I did a really good job of time management. I chopped up all of the stuff yesterday, so it was ready ahead of time, and I did a lot of like much better prep work than I've done in previous years. So I've definitely learned from other years, but you know, it's about time because it's like the 4th year or 5th year I do this. So anyway, so I'm gonna get ready.
Yo trabajaba esto en la Rich.
So we decided that I was on cooking duty and he's on cleanup duty. What you doing, Henry? Clean? Everybody's in a food coma. In Montana? There's such a mess in this kitchen. Oh my god, I feel like we're never gonna finish.